Tonight, we are going in-depth with Claremore Republican State Senator Ally Seifried. She wrote the state's new bell-to-bell, no cell phone ban, taking effect this coming school year in all Oklahoma public schools. You may have already seen notices on social media and even in your email inboxes from your child's district about these changes that will soon take effect. I asked the senator to come in and speak with me unedited about what students, teachers, and families are in for, and we even talk about why some districts may implement this ban just a little bit differently than others. Back on the program today is State Senator Ally Seifried, and she wrote a bill that is going to impact your kids for the next school year, the bell-to-bell, no cell ban. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always great to be here.
Let's talk about, for those, just a refresher, what is this thing?
Yeah, so Senate Bill 139, it requires each district to adopt a policy from the start of the first instructional bell to the end of the last instructional bell to say no cell phones for students.
Is there an understanding that cell phones are creating lots of problems, I would imagine, and this is the way you all came up with to attack it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You can pick any sort of data set. Most data shows that from about the time 2011, 12, once our smartphones really were very pervasive throughout society, that our test scores went down. So increasing rates of anxiety, bullying with students, and then also academic achievement has gone down. And so we felt like giving kids 6 to 7 hours of time to focus and be a kid and study was a good thing.
I imagine, you know, it hasn't been implemented yet, but I imagine that the kids are, but the parents are like, you know?
Yes, I think so. But you know what's really interesting is we have pages up in Oklahoma City during session, and they always pick this bill to do a mock session with, and they come and talk to me about it. And I ask them, like, do you think this bill is needed? Because I want to hear their perspective. I obviously think so, teachers think so, and parents think so. And they say, yeah, I really do think it would really be helpful with my friends, or I've seen some instances. So I think it will be a little bit of an adjustment for them for a week or two, but then they'll see the benefits.
Do you think this is the right term, as a detox almost?
Yeah, I think so. There are studies that show when you remove your phones, and think about us even as adults, when we really want to focus and do our deep thinking, we put our phones to the side, and so we want the same thing for our students as well. So yeah, that's a good way to put it, a detox.
I think something interesting we've been seeing is the districts decide the punishment. Did you all not want to go there with the bill?
Yeah, I think, well, I've been working on this issue for 2 years, and my first year I wasn't quite ready to do a statewide approach, but then in having more and more conversations with parents and teachers and school administrators, I felt like we needed to give them a cover and an umbrella and a framework to work in. And so the bill is very short. It offers a lot of flexibility for districts. And really my only requirement is bell to bell. So how they want to enforce it, how they want to implement it, what disciplinary procedures they have, all up to them.
I'm wondering, because the districts are now putting in these formal policies. Was that the hope that they would have something on the books, and then if it works, they just keep it?
Absolutely,
okay.
Yes, yeah. And I had some conversations with some school board members, some superintendents saying, please, will you all just be the bad guy for a little bit of time, and then we think we can keep it going, just because it is, you know, an adjustment. But I think there are like 13, 14 states now who have done something really similar. And so with Senate Bill 139, it's just 1 year. So they can try it for a year and then tinker with it a little bit based on what they learned, and I anticipate that.
When do you think we could see results? Obviously they don't test in the fall, but when do you think we could see a change at all? Do you think it'll be fast, or?
I think there will be two different changes. There will be the social changes that we will be able to see maybe within 2 to 3 weeks based on, you know, behavioral issues going down, better focus. But then as far as, you know, how academic scores are going, we'll see it in their grades, but then we really won't see benefits as far as state testing until next fall. But I think, again, we'll kind of have almost like a waterfall effect of all of these benefits, and I think that creates more buy-in.
Are we unique in that we gave the districts a year? Because some states are like, this is how it's going to be. Yeah,
we are unique in that. I think other states were able to just pass a full ban completely, indefinitely. But in working with my colleagues in the Senate and the House, that was the best I could get while still being beneficial, I think. And I really didn't want it to just be something that we passed and felt like we checked a box and moved on. I really wanted it to be helpful for the districts, to be helpful for the teachers, and most importantly, the students.
So let's say everything is working and whatnot. I should go to my school board and encourage them to carry it on, not go to the legislature in the winter while you're writing bills and saying, keep it going, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I really have no plans. I really don't know how it will shake out. I'm just really interested to see how September and October really develop, and we'll talk there. But yes, absolutely talk to your local school board members.
Were you surprised at how difficult it was to get this passed at times? I mean, obviously it is the state capitol, but
yes, I was, but I had also been working on it for 2 years, and that's very similar to, all of us are working on different issues for a longer period of time, and it's incumbent on us to then talk to our colleagues and share with them, I really believe in this. And so I think after 2 years of hearing me talk about it, and I think society also has started talking about it more just socially, even my friends who aren't political talk about it with their kids, and so I think we're just, as a society, ready to kind of embrace it, and we're realizing really how detrimental just extended phone usage can be for kids.
I haven't heard of a district saying they won't go along with this. Obviously it is state law, but let's say a district doesn't go along with this. Are there consequences to not abiding by setting up any policy?
I haven't heard of that either, so I'd like to say kudos to the districts on that. And so, I mean, just like they would any other state law, but I didn't say, if you don't do this one thing, there will be consequences. That wasn't the spirit of what I was trying to do. It really was to come alongside districts, give them the cover, give them maybe the courage if they hadn't done it yet, but they wanted to try it, to do it. And so it was really much more collaborative, so that's why I didn't put anything in there.
All right, Senator, we'll be watching. School is starting.
I'm excited.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
Yep.